Okay, let's talk about Article 16 now. It says, Clause 1 of Article 16 says, there shall be equality of opportunity for all the citizens in matters relating to employment or appointment to any office under state. That means there will be, when it comes to appointing for government employment, all people are equal. That's what it says. It also explicitly says, no citizens shall, on the grounds only of religion, race, caste, sex, descent, place of birth, or residence, or any of them, be eligible for discriminated against in respect of any employment or office under the state. That means no one cannot be discriminated based on these factors while giving government jobs. This is some kind of stressing equality once again. That is Article 2. Sorry, Clause 2 of Article 16. But there was another clause 3, that was added, which says Parliament can make certain laws which says okay, now clause 3 says that certain classes of employment, like there can be a restriction on requirement as to the residence within state or union territory. That means, like, let's say in Uttar Pradesh Police Department, it can bring some law saying only people from that particular state can apply for certain number of jobs in that particular department. So that kind of restriction can be made, but that can be done only by Parliament. Only Parliament can pass that law. So some kind of uh, restriction like on residence can be done. So that is clause 3. Next is clause 4. Now clause 4 says that government can provide some reservations in government employees for backward classes of citizens. So here the thing that we have to observe is only backward classes is mentioned. Only reservation is provided for backward classes in government employment. That's what clause 4 says. Next comes 4a. This was inserted later through one amendment, which says that there can be reservation for promotions as well, but only for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. That too only if they are not adequately represented in the services. Now let's say there is a government department in which there are very few scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. So in that case, government can provide some reservation for their promotion as well, but that's limited only for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, not for all backward classes. Next is 4b. 4b is something different, like after 4a, like there was some Supreme Court ruling which said reservation cannot exceed more than 50%, but here there can be certain restriction on that ceiling as well. That means, like in this year 2011, it can while appointing people, it can provide reservation for more than 50% of the posts, provided in previous years the appointment is very less. So to compensate for previous year's appointment, this year it can give reservation for more than 50%, but anyway the overall reservation should not exceed more than 50%. So that's what this particular clause talks about. Next comes clause 5. Clause 5 says that in related to affairs of any religious institution, like let's say Tirupati temple, some parts of administration of Tirupati temple is under government. So in that case, certain restrictions can be kept, like some kind of religious restrictions, like only Hindus can represent those government offices. So that kind of restrictions can be done, like, so that's what this clause 5 talks about. Because ideally there should not be any kind of restriction on religion for any government appointment of any offices, but certain religious in certain religious offices which are under government control, those kind of restrictions are allowed. So that's what clause 5 talks about. Okay, now let's talk about Article 17. Article 17 talks about untouchability. Like it says untouchability is abolished and its practice is forbidden. And it also says that anyone who enforces untouchability will be punished according to law. That's what Article 17 talks about.